Hi there, and welcome to the very first episode of Laugh Lines and Headshots. I'm Elsa, your San Diego headshot photographer, and now your host in front of the mic and the camera. Today's episode is extra special. Not only is it the launch of this podcast, it's also our first video. My guest is someone who's been with me since the very beginning. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so go ahead and give me your review on my video that I did last night.
You were so cute. I just watched it. I don't know if I listened to it though.
Oh my God. Okay.
I gotta listen to it. I was just like, oh, Elsa, she looks so cute. I'm like, oh my God. I was in the middle of doing something else, but you were just like, I'm like, she looks so cute.
And you know how many times it took me to do that?
How many? Twice.
15.
Who has 15 times to do anything?
That's why my nose got red, because I was going back and forth so much that I was working out. I started to sweat. It was like a workout.
Yeah, overthinking. You just got to do it quick and call it a day.
Well, I kept tripping up on the best time you'll have in front of the camera to call me. So I kept messing those up. So I either would say call me and then would forget to do my tagline, or I would do the tagline and forget to do the call of action.
Why are you having a hot flash?
Because I'm over 60.
To see this little mini power surge you got going on here. Like, what is you having a hot flash? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know,
I'm like, what is happening here?
I know.
So I guess I need to watch it to give you a valid review. I guess I need to listen to it because I'm like, you are so cute. I'm like, you're so cute. Look at her. She just,
You know what? I think instead of doing the video, I should be doing a podcast, because this seems to be a better thing than asking questions about real estate, because I was going to do that. I wanted to ask you about how real estate is kind of weird right now, and the trends. I mean, I was looking at the market report this morning, and I'm from Chula Vista, so I looked at all the Chula Vista zip codes and found out that 91914 is at a buyer's market. Out of all of the, meanwhile, 9115 is so high that is still on the listing side. So
really? So seller's market.
It's a seller's market.
So there's more inventory at 91914 than there is 91915.
Yes.
Really? I wonder why.
I think it's because the prices did not change last week. And I think that's why it dropped. The prices didn't decrease or increase, they stayed null. Okay. And I think that's why it's suddenly
there's more negotiation, give room for the buyers to have more negotiation.
Yeah. And how do you do that? How do you do the negotiation when it becomes something like that, where it's a buyer's agent, a buyer's market?
If the house has been on the market for a long time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that I totally tell the buyers, go in and ask for what you want, ask for everything. Come in and then, still look at the comps and see what's sold last, and then say, what do you think the house is worth? And if they say, okay, well, I think the house is worth X, I'm like, okay, well, great. And most of the time we're on the same page. If they say, oh, I think it's worth this, I'm like, don't go too low because the comps say this, and you don't want to insert the seller. Did I say that right? Insult the seller. When you want to insert the seller, you know what I mean? You don't wanna,
my God!
You don't want to insult the seller.
You don't want to insult anybody.
You don't want to insult anyone because ideally you want the house. So you know what? But start where you want to start. Ask for closing costs or ask for what you want, and let's let the ball start rolling. Let the games begin.
Your E is in the wrong place. Sorry, it's just.
Thank you for letting me know. You know what I mean? I hate for my E to be in the wrong place.
But when you lean down, I noticed that it went that way.
Well, thank you, honey.
Oh my God. I do notice a lot of things when I take pictures of people. I have to. I kind of have to check you out.
Yeah.
And I'm very.
Straighten us out. Straighten us out like
exactly,
the hair. Anything in our
Which
teeth.
I'm really happy that you did your hair this way.
You like my blonde?
Yeah, I do.
Everybody likes the blonde.
Yeah,
I love the red. It's fun.
I know, but the red is like.
I go red. I get tired of blonde. I have to go back to the red, and those are my two colors, red and blonde. So I'm blonde for a while.
I know.
Probably about a year. Year and a half maybe until I get tired of it.
Yeah. And when are you going to put your extensions back on?
Oh, my braids?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love those too.
They're fun.
Yeah.
They are fun.
They also make you look taller.
Oh. I didn't think about that. Okay. They make me look taller. You hear that, Sherlock? Okay. So they make. Well, that's interesting. if they probably thin me out a little bit more too.
Okay.
That's when you were supposed to say yes.
Yes.
Say
I'm sorry. Yes. It's supposed to be yes.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
supposed to be
Elsa.
yes.
I did lose a couple of pounds, but then I gained a few back. So I told my husband, I said, you need to clean out the fridge. There's grapefruit, there's oranges. I said, juice that. There's spinach, there's apples. I said, juice that. So I'm gonna do some juicing for the next couple of days because I had lasagna last night, but I don't want to waste it. Food's expensive. I'm eating this.
Is that yeah? Well, that means you're gonna be going to the bathroom more and paying the water bill.
I'm okay with that, honey. Just keep it moving, child. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I had to do kind of the same thing when I started losing weight. I had to go through all of my old food.
Yeah.
To the point where I realized the food had been in the fridge for so long, or the freezer for so long, I had to let it go.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I think fish doesn't last over 2 years.
No. Oh my God. Did it have babies? Oh my God. Were there eggs in there?
I don't know.
2 years?
Well, if that would be, there was like.
Oh my God. Fish for 2 years? No, Elsa. Don't eat that.
No. Yeah, I think we don't do that. But yeah, losing weight has been kind of neat for me because I've gone shopping.
I know you like to shop.
I do.
And you like pink.
I do.
I know. So have you been shopping?
I have not found a nice pink top though. It's my favorite color.
It's
Pepto-Bismol pink. That's my color.
Okay, so wait. Well, that was because Barbie. You remember when Barbie was popular, everything was pink? You might have missed your Barbie moment.
I know, but I was never a Barbie girl.
I know, but everything was pink. When it was Barbie, everything was pink. Flamingos everywhere. You know what I mean? But now, I don't know. What is it, May? I have no idea what's out there. But there's a lot of flowers.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, so I'm looking for the perfect pink top, which I haven't gotten. I got this
I'll keep my eyes out. Yeah. I'll keep my eyes out for you.
But I don't know about you, when you lose weight, do you actually, well, let me go back. Do you keep all of your thinner clothes?
That's a good question.
I did.
Well,
I really did.
I haven't been, what do you mean thinner? I haven't been that thin. Let's start there for goodness sake. I haven't been that thin since I turned 50 and then 30 pounds later. So I just turned the dress I wore for my 50th in Miami. Mm-hmm. I just turned that into a skirt.
Oh,
because
okay.
it was a layers and then it went this way.
Yeah.
Well, these don't fit in those anymore.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well, she was like, oh, turn it into a skirt. I'm like, okay, because because I didn't want to give it up. It was so cute. So
I actually kept all my clothes, and I only kept because I knew I was gaining weight because of what I was going through. Mm-hmm. But I put it away because it was so expensive when I bought it.
Yeah. The expensive pieces I keep.
Yeah,
the playful stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh yeah, the t-shirts I got rid of. But then I had also kept some of my heavier weight clothes. So when I did gain weight, I actually had.
You're so funny.
And so someone said, well, you shouldn't do that because then that gives you the ability to go, the option to go back.
But nobody wants to buy new clothes.
I know, it's so expensive.
If you like your clothes, look at that thing. Did that wake the dead? It's so loud. Turn this thing down.
It waked the dead.
Oh
She's
my
gone.
God. This is my client. Hold on. Thank you. Okay. So that conversation needed to happen. Mm-hmm. So you want to do a podcast, or you want to? So what is your vision of? Because I said, guys, I said, well, yes, I'm going to see Elsa, and I said, we're going to talk about. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I said, but I need some help. I love Wendy when she does it. She's on, but she does other things. So my consistency, and I cannot sit in front of my computer and do marketing. It just.
Well, you're not a designer, you're a realtor. And as a professional realtor, you should leave professional designing to a professional. I know that you have all these ideas, and we're going to work through them. I have a schedule on what we're going to go through, on when you do what.
Okay.
Your videos, though, walkthrough videos, do not stop those. Those were amazing.
Okay.
I love them, and I see a lot of people love them too as they're seeing them. So
I have a question on that. I get Facebook no longer will keep them, so I need to put them somewhere. I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But who has time?
Oh, easy. You do it from your phone.
Well, show me.
I will show you.
And because I need some simplicity because I'm always teaching myself.
Right.
I'm tired of teaching myself. Forgive me, but I am. Like, you can't go to the bathroom without using an app. Do you have an app? No. Here's the app. Here's the code. You know what I mean? Punch it in, hit enter. Oh, you have to log in. I got to log in. What's your password? It needs to be 12 characters and a $sign and a period. And don't use the last 5. You know what I'm saying? Before you can go pee. I'm just saying.
I know. There's an app for that. There's always an app for something.
So I'm done.
But doing those videos that you do, the walkthrough videos, I love them. And when you're done, and I know Facebook and even Instagram will take them down because they're just too long. What you want to do is not only just post them on Facebook, but at the same time, when you're done with them, post them on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. YouTube.
Yeah. So
and then once you're always logged on YouTube, it never unlogs. It's just always logged on.
So I actually pay premium for YouTube.
Oh.
Because I got tired.
Can I borrow that? Because sometimes I want to see the Pottery games.
You know.
I'm sorry.
If they let me, honey, absolutely. Yeah. So I did that because I would be listening to I'd be watching my church online, or I'd be watching whatever, and then they'll go, "Do you have erectile dysfunction?"
Yes.
I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. I think they do it on purpose too.
I'm like, I'm up here singing, and I'm like, and it's on, and then all of a sudden, do you have erectile? I'm just like,
do you have diabetes?
Do you have diabetes? Are you constipated? You know what I'm saying? I'm not right now. Yeah. I'm not constipated right now.
Yeah, I was watching a video on making videos, and that's what happened. In the middle of it, I was like, oh, God, I don't really want to know about this medicine.
Skip, and you can't skip for 5
No.
minutes.
They gotta let you go through that yellow line, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah. But so what you want to do is you always want to keep this on, and it's very easy. Oh, that's right. You got 2 channels.
Okay, so this is the channel. So I need to combine everything because I think what's her name? So there's the video. There's okay. Home. I don't know. Okay, so
you got the whole full circle on there.
Well, I think I have a couple of channels.
Well, okay. Well, how many channels can you possibly have?
You know what? When you just have too many, I can't answer that. I think this is my main channel though. 6 subscribers, 33 videos. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
You need to change that. We need to change that. I just need to say, realtor. I mean, Erica, your realtor.
Yeah,
like that.
it does.
The numbers need to go away, or else they can't find you. They need to be able to find you, like you're Erica.
Goodness gracious.
Selling real estate with a touch of class.
Okay.
That's your tagline. We made that 20 years ago. Has it been 20 years? It's been 25 years.
That's crazy.
Right?
Am I still selling real estate with a touch of class?
Shit, yeah. Oops.
Am I still doing that?
We'll do a oops on that. No, okay. Yeah, I mean, after all these years, I remember when you came to me and asked me to do your photo, and I was still using film at the time, and we went over to Lisette's house.
We went to Lisette.
And she had a for sale sign, because I came up with this crazy idea that you should be next to your sign.
Yeah.
And that was where your business card was.
Yes.
And that really blew up.
It did.
Because we thought outside the box.
Yes.
So we need to do that now.
Okay.
25 years later.
All right.
And I know we look exactly the same.
We do.
Right?
With a little less hair.
Well,
I got
a little bit more, a little bit here and
a little bit here,
a couple of lines here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
less hair over here. You're right. There's less hair.
Yeah. You had a lot of hair.
I had a lot of hair.
I had hair.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
But now it's gone. It's shorter than I would like to be.
Yeah. That's the over 50 crowd. We're the 50 Cent Club.
We're the 50 Cent Club, but you're the 60 Cent Club now.
It's.
You want to hang out over here?
Well, interest rates, so it brings it down to 50.
That's a good one. That's almost a T-shirt. That's almost a T-shirt. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. No, it's just, but I think thinking outside the box is going to help us, especially if we stay on the schedule and keep you on the schedule. It will help.
All right, keep me on the schedule.
It's mostly because a lot of stuff you can do, especially your videos, without thinking. Once you're done with the video and you post it live on Facebook, it stays on your phone, and then you can automatically, immediately, then take it.
But I do a live. My live's on my phone.
It won't stay on your phone? This is me not knowing about live Facebook videos. 'Cause I
But
don't do
every
it.
time I'm done, it asks me, you want to take that video down? And it asked me yesterday when I did the live, it asked me, you want to take that video, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I need a minute. I'm overwhelmed with like, what do you want to do next? You know,
Right,
but it
right,
did
right.
ask me, but I can do something with that. No problem.
Well, then if it asks right there and then,
Save video. It's in the save. Download video.
oh, there it is. So if it asks, immediately do it then, because you're right there.
Yeah, but I just didn't know. I haven't had it set up to where it's supposed to go. But yeah, I do.
So
know
we'll
that I
work
can
on
do
a
that.
workflow, because
Okay.
that's how I like to work,
Okay.
or else it doesn't. You know, like when you come in and get photographed, I take your photos, we sit down, we go through them, I retouch it, I send it to you. That's my workflow. The moment that gets interrupted, I mess up.
Okay.
So that's how I also do with design. I have a concept. Hopefully, I have content.
Okay. Okay.
That is a dig, and I'm so sorry, but I do need content.
I know.
You know?
I know. Because I kind of bullet point you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, if we sit down, then I'll go deeper. You
Yeah.
know, but right now I just need to get it out.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I got content. I just need to
Get it out.
yeah. I know. It's there.
Yeah, the diary of the mind.
Oh, the diary of the mind. I can do that. I can do
It's
that.
just that just firing away.
I can do that.
Yeah,
So you
that's
have an
fine.
idea.
I do. I already printed it out. Yeah, I already printed it out.
All right, let's see it.
All right. We're not going to do it in front of the camera, though.
Okay.
Okay.
What were we going to do in front of the camera?
We just did.
You were hilarious.
I know.
You said I know. You said I know. Oh my God. Okay.
All right, that's a wrap?
I guess it is.
All right, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.